the world is looking for the you that is yet to emerge. And this is why through these 10 pillars, you can continuously unlock your power to lead and influence others positively with passionate leadership. So these are the 10 pillars. I have this concept I call life. Leadership is for everyone. So lead yourself is a call to action to everyone, including the old, the young, the male, the female. No one is left behind. So this book is a call to action for everyone on earth. Anyone that is, even a little kid that is walking and that can learn. This is a mirror that can show them that this is how to lead myself. Because the crisis of our time is seeing people finding themselves in leadership position and they have no clue on how to lead. These are people we call values eraser. They erase your value. So let's say you are somebody that is 50 or 100 and you coming alongside with 0. So 0 multiplied by you, which is 50 or 100, goes back to 0. So they erase your value.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to a special edition of Chatting with the Experts, where Chatting with the Experts is where I speak with women, primarily from Africa, from the Caribbean, and in the diaspora. And these are professional women and successful entrepreneurs. Today's episode is special because I'm speaking with a man, and he is from Africa, so he falls within the parameters. So, today, our title is Leader, Lead Yourself, and we will be unlocking the power of personal leadership. My guest, who will be joining us in a few minutes, is Dr. Michael Koku, and he is a physician and independent executive director, speaker, coach, and trainer with the Maxwell Leadership Team. He's renowned for simplifying complex ideas into actionable insights and empowers leaders in business, education, healthcare, and beyond through his impactful coaching and leadership development programs. I could say more about him, but like all of my guests, his bio is so impressive. So what I'll do is welcome him to the show. So welcome, Dr. Koku, to Chatting with the Experts.
Dr. Michael Koku is a physician and Maxwell Leadership Team speaker, coach, trainer, and independent executive director, well known for his ability to encapsulate complex ideas and present them in concise, compelling fashion. He helps leaders to lead more effectively so they can improve their lives personally and professionally. He is the author of 11 books, including The 4 Keys for Effective Leadership, The Area Code, and Live Life Big. He is also the Chief Visionary Officer of the LAMP Global Community, the parent organization for Will Women in Leadership League, Pearl Parents Empowered Academy for Right Leadership, Yes, Youth Empowerment Society, and TBN, the Berean Network. Let us give a warm and cheerful welcome to Dr. Michael Koku.
Wow. Hi, Coach Paula. I'm so excited to be here. And how are you doing today?
I am excellent. Thank you for saying yes to being on the show. And I'm especially excited because I have a copy of your book.
Oh, yes, you got it right. And so do I.
Yeah.
And you can see it also in my background. Yeah, my Zoom.
It's in your background.
Yeah.
So today we're going to be talking about your book, about you, why you wrote it. But one thing that stood out for me is you said leadership starts with you. It starts with you. So tell me a bit about that, because there's something else that you said earlier on, off camera, I think it was, where you said change is a choice. So let's start with leadership starts with us as individuals. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, thank you so much, first of all, for the opportunity that you've given me, because this is not just a book. It's more than a book. It's more than a manual. It's a mirror. And this is a movement, and because this book is a movement, and that will shift people's mindsets, the way they see leadership. I remember when we were having a global launch in June 21st, someone attended the global launch that we have for this book. And she said, until now, and this person, she's more than 60. She said, until now, she's from Detroit, Michigan. She's an African American. She said she has never seen herself as a leader. Can you imagine? She thought to be a leader, you need to have a ton of degrees, a ton of titles. She never knew until she came to the global launch and now realized that everyone is a leader. I have this concept I call life. Leadership is for everyone. So, lead yourself is a call to action to everyone, including the old, the young, the male, the female. No one is left behind. So this book is a call to action for everyone on earth. Anyone that is, if you even a little kid that is walking and that can learn, this is a mirror that can show them that this is how to lead myself. Because the crisis of our time is seeing people finding themselves in leadership position and they have they have no clue on how to lead. It's like someone, driving a car. You don't drive a car because you grown and said, "Oh, I'm grown, I can drive a car." And maybe your cousin came to see you, your cousin, and it happens to be 18-year-old, maybe even 58-year-old. He has never driven a car before. Coach Paula, can you hand over your key? No, that's a disaster going somewhere to happen. That's how leadership is. So, but the good news is it's a learnable skill that we all can learn. So that's why I wrote the book. Yeah.
It's a learnable skill that we all can learn.
Yeah.
And from listening to you, you said, it's for everyone. It's
for everyone. Yeah.
Men, women, even young adults.
Yeah.
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 Hey. All right. So, so talking about that, so you talk about how personal leadership is a foundation for all leadership.
Correct. Yeah.
What do you mean by that, sir?
Now, when we talk about personal leadership, first of all, let's define personal leadership. And there's a definition I like to share by Stephen Covey, the author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And he also wrote another book called The 8th Habit. This is what Stephen Covey said. He said, personal leadership is the process of keeping your vision and values before you and aligning your life to be congruent with them. That means you putting your vision and values before you and putting your life in alignment with those vision and values. And I mean, this is also very true. And there's another person, an English author and philosopher, Aldous Huxley. He said there's one corner of the universe you can be certain of improving, and that is your own self.
Say that again. I like that.
He said there's one corner of the universe you can be certain of improving, and that is your own self. So you see, this is what personal leadership is all about. Personal leadership is more than a title, is more than a position. This is the problem. A lot of people want to have influence over others. Influence should not begin with others. It should begin with what I call tech. Yeah, I like acronyms. So begin with tech. TECH. So where influence begin should be over your time, over your emotions, over your character and habits. That is where influence begins. True influence does not begin with others. It begins with tech, TECH, over your time, over your emotions, your character, and your habits. Because that is the beginning of influence, a pure influence. And is it to lead yourself first is the foundation of all leadership, because it involves you mastering your thoughts. It involves you disciplining your behavior, aligning with your values, and growing consistently so that when others follow you, they follow someone that is authentic, because authenticity is the new influence in this 21st century. People are not looking for a perfect leader. They are looking for an authentic leader. Leader that are grounded, guided, and growing. Most of the time people just say, someone would just say that, there's a social media influencer. And it's true, they can have just like 21 million people following them. But their private life is so bad that, you just marvel at the kind of things that they do. And they call themselves a leader. No, you're not. You're not. And that's the thing about it. Because if people can know that one question, one desire that everyone that you are leading, they are asking, one desire that they have is leader, lead yourself. That's what they are saying. That just lead yourself first. Because when you lead yourself well, you don't have any problem. In fact, I opened the book with a story about Mahatma Gandhi. There was a woman that came to Gandhi with her son, and the woman had to walk a long hours. It took him a long walk to get to where Mahatma Gandhi lives. And she got there with the son, and because the son has been eating a lot of sugar, and she talked to the son wasn't listening. The son has sweet tooth. He continued to eat anything sugar. And when they got to Gandhi, and he said, Bapu. The Bapu means father in India. Okay. He said, my son has been eating a lot of sugar. Please, can you tell him to stop eating sugar? That is not good for his health. So Mahatma Gandhi looked at her and thought about it and said, please, can you bring your son back to me in the next 2 weeks? The woman was confused that she thought Gandhi would do something. So, well, since she said, it told her to come back in 2 weeks. So Gandhi went back home. The woman went back home with the son and have to come the long distance again. And when she got to Gandhi, and Gandhi looked at the son, he said, son, stop eating sugar. It's not good for your health. And then the woman said, what? You mean this is why we have to come here after 2 weeks to cover the long distance? I said, why can't you say the same thing to him 2 weeks ago? So Gandhi moved closer to the woman and whispered into her ear that 2 weeks ago, I'm still eating sugar like your son. So I can say that to him. I have to stop eating sugar myself for me to say that. So what did Gandhi model? He modeled true personal leadership, which is integrity before instruction. That's what personal leadership is all about. It is moral integrity before instruction. It could have passed instructions, but there's no integrity. See, whenever there's an instruction without integrity, it leads to destruction. And that's what personal leadership is all about. You have to understand that Gandhi is the same person that said an ounce of practice is better than a tons of preaching. You can tell people what to do, but the question is, are you doing it? So this is what this book is all about. And to show leaders that, listen, you can learn. So in this book, I share the 10 transformative pillars of personal leadership in a simple acronym.
That's leadership. What I want you to talk about. That's something, those 10 transformational, transformative pillars.
Yeah.
Let's dive into that. Please.
Yeah, that's a good one. He said, but before I do that, I like to share a context because
Okay.
content without context does not bring true learning because context shapes content. Stephen Covey said, the context in which we live becomes the lens through which we see the world. So the key to successful leadership today is influence, not authority. So, in giving these 10 pillars, first of all, let me share a context because Peter Seng also said the meaning of any event is not determined by the event itself, but by the context in which it is placed. So this is the context. Are you a 0, a 1, or a multiplier?
Okay, that's
So there,
say
yeah.
that again.
Okay, are you a 0? There are 3 kinds of people in the world. So we have 0, 1, and multiplier. This is a mathematical metaphor.
I get it now. I get it. Okay.
Yeah. So because if numbers could talk, they teach us one of the most important truths about people. So some people are 0. And one thing about 0 people is when you hang out with them, 0 multiplied by 0 is 0. So these are people we called values eraser. They erase your value. So let's say you are somebody that is 50 or 100, and you coming alongside with 0. So 0 multiplied by you, which is 50 or 100, goes back to 0. So they erase your value.
Value eraser.
So I call them value eraser. So they erase and erode your value. They bring you down to 0. So those are 0 people. So some people are 1. Oh, well, I'm not 0. I'm this. I'm even thankful that I'm not 0. I'm 1. So let's see what 1 looks like.
Tell us.
Now, 1 people, I'm talking about the number 1, ONE. These are what we called the status quo keeper.
Status quo. Okay.
The status quo keeper. Because any number multiplied by 1 is that number.
Always 1.
So these are people that leave you unchanged. They leave you unchanged. The 0 people, they cancels everything. They bring you down to 0. But 1, they are status quo keeper. So 1 seems harmless. They don't reduce you, but they don't grow you either. Any number multiplied by 1 equals the same number. So some people won't hurt you, but they won't help you grow either. So and there's a lot of 1s. There's a lot of 1s. Nothing good, nothing bad, just normal, status quo. So a lot of people are 1. So now,
can I guess? Can I get the multiplier now? Just based on.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, now, so 0. 0
value
people,
erasers.
0 value erasers. Yeah. They don't change you. In fact, they bring you down. They bring you down.
No, they change you. 0 people change you. They change you to 0. They take you to 0.
Okay.
They change you for evil. They change you for bad. They change you for worst.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Then the status quo keepers,
they leave you unchanged. They don't change you.
Unchanged.
They don't add to you. They don't take out from you.
Okay. So let me guess.
They keep you at the same level.
At the same level. Multipliers.
Now bring us to the multipliers.
All right. So that's what I'm trying to guess.
Yeah. So the multipliers are people we call the value amplifiers.
Okay.
Yeah. The value amplifiers. Now, the multiplier starts, since we are talking about numbers, it's a metaphor of numbers. The multiplier starts from anything from 2. So we have 2x multipliers, 3x, 4x, 5x, 10x, 100x, 1,000x, a million x,
a billion
x, trillion x. So there's no limit. That's why the book is called Unlocking Your Power with Personal Leadership. So to unlock your power with personal leadership, you need to be a multiplier. So that means you are not in the zero conversation. You are not in the one conversation. Now, this is a different thing. Now, let me give you an invitation to become a multiplier.
Okay.
So, first of all, what does a multiplier look like? Like I said, the minimum you can be as a multiplier is 2. So let's say you are 2. So let's say I'm 2, for example. Coach Paula is 5. So 2 multiplied by 5 is 10. That's better. I mean, they don't leave you the same. They don't bring you down to 0, but they make you better. But guess what? You can have somebody that is 5. What if someone that is 5 come alongside of you? That's 5 multiplied by who you are before. 5 times 5 is 25. What if you are 50? You find a multiplier that is 1,000. That is even much better. So that means by looking at this lens of life, you can decide to have a better view of life, realizing there's no limit to unlocking your power to lead others. Unlocking your power means the power to lead others, the power to influence others. And this is what you can do with personal leadership. So multipliers, and there's a quote by Albert Einstein. He said, "Try not to become a person of success, but rather try to become a person of value." So multipliers are people of value that add value to others. So multipliers are people who lift you higher. They add wisdom to you. They multiply your energy. They elevate your vision. They stretch your potential. They are not just inspirational, they are transformational. So this is the special invitation to become a multiplier. You must unlock your power with personal leadership. And this is what this book is all about. So now let me unveil the 10 pillars. Now that we see the context now.
Yes.
So, because like I said, the good news about this, Coach Paula, is this. You can choose what X you are. You can choose to be 2X. I said, why do you want to choose to be 2X when you can be 10X? When you can be 1,000X? Yeah, you can be unlimited version of you.
Mm-hmm.
The world is looking for the you that is yet to emerge. And this is why through these 10 pillars, you can continuously unlock your power to lead and influence others positively with personal leadership. So these are the 10 pillars. Like I said, the acronym is leadership. All my books are acronyms. If you know me now, interestingly, Coach Paula, I was looking at my Facebook memories and I realized that a year ago, I was on your podcast.
Yes, you were.
July 10th for my 10th book.
That's significant.
Yes, it is.
My word.
I mean, to just this morning, I was looking. This was the book that we did the other time. Live Life Big. Live Life Big. You see what I'm saying? And the good thing about that was, it was the morning I came to your podcast that I actually got a framework for that book. So, I never had a framework. It was while preparing that I got a framework. So it was an acronym called DREAM.
Yes.
So we're done with that. Now, this one is leadership. So these are the 10 pillars of personal leadership. Like I said, this is a mirror. I look at this thing every morning. So we're going to go through the alphabet that spell leadership together. So the first L is learn continuously.
Learn continuously.
Learn continuously.
Right.
Learn continuously. That's the L. So the second one is E. Exercise self-discipline.
Writing it down.
Exercise self-discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Exercise self-discipline.
Okay.
And the third one, alphabet A, is act with accountability.
Act with accountability.
Act with accountability.
Right.
Then the fourth one is demonstrate emotional intelligence. Demonstrate emotional intelligence. And the next alphabet is R. Reflect and realign regularly.
Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. We left out E because I'm writing it down.
Oh, sorry. Okay. We have L, learn continuously. Then the second one is E, exercise self-discipline. Then the next one is A, act with accountability. Then the next one is D,
Demonstrate
emotional intelligence. Then the next one is E. Yeah, you're right. E, embrace purpose and passion.
Oh,
Embrace purpose and passion.
loving it.
Then followed by R, reflect and realign regularly. Reflect and realign regularly. Then the next one is X, set clear and stretching goals. Set clear and stretching goals.
Hey.
Then the next one is Ish, harness your inner motivation.
Harness your inner
motivation.
Motivations. Okay.
Then the next one is I, inspire yourself first. Inspire yourself first. Okay. And the last but not the least is P, persevere through challenges. Persevere through challenges.
Challenges.
Yeah.
Wow. This is impressive. One quick question before you expand on that. Did you come up with this yourself? Was this inspired by God?
It is inspired by God. I tell you, like I told you, one thing unique about me, I'm a person of faith, and I believe in Job 32 verse 8. There's a spirit in man, and the inspiration of the Almighty giveth them understanding. Because to be real with you, I have this book is a landmark book for me, and I wrote my first two books when I was in medical school. The first one came out and that was in November 2000, and that's a small book, like a booklet. I still got it right here. It's called Understanding Medical School.
That's good.
Yeah, that was the first book. It was just a booklet. That was in November
of 2000.
Yeah, 2000. Then the second one came, that was 3 years after, that was during my 30th birthday. And that one is called Understanding Your Gift. This one, Understanding Your Gift.
Understanding Your Gift.
Yeah, and I know my picture was a bag. I thought that was really cool then, but I was like, really? Was this really me?
Oh my gosh.
After those two books, for 20 years, I never wrote a book.
Yeah, 2020.
And I wasn't really happy. And this is one of the reasons why this book is so important to me, because I lose that I don't really understand this personal leadership the way I do now. So I wasn't leading myself well the way I hold to. And we all get to that place because there are 4 different zones in life: coasting zone, comfort zone, and we have the challenge zone and the creative zone. So I was in that comfort zone. It's a comfort zone is a zone in which we're comfortable, but it is actually comfortability in mediocrity. And it's a place in which, nothing new, same old. There's no growth.
No growth, yes.
So I was there for 20 years. I never wrote a single book. And that bothers me until 2 years ago, when I was about to clock 50, and I said, God, I don't want to live this way again. So I made a commitment that year that I want to write 10 books. Now watch this. You've not written a book for 20 years. You now say you want to write 10 books in 1 year. That's what we call BHAG. BHAG is what we call bold, hairy, audacious goal, from Jim Collins, that wrote it From Good to Great. And I finished that year not writing 5 books. Not writing 10, but I did 5 books. 2023. Now, the second year, 2024, 4 new books came. And then this year, this book. So this year is the 10th book. So that means 10 books, 10 new books in less than 2 years. And they're all here because I wrote it. The first one that I wrote, this is the 2.0 for that one of the Understanding Medical School. This was written for medical students. Okay. So that's the 2.0 for that one.
Was that book number 3?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. That was book number 3.
Yeah. Okay. And these are other books that came. Yeah, The Beautiful People. I have another one, 5 Keys of Networking. Okay. I have another one, 4 Keys for effective leadership. Yeah, that one came then. This understanding your gift, the 2.0 for the second one that I wrote. That one came then. Then this one, the area code on servant leadership.
Okay.
And
Yes. We
yeah.
talked
And
about that in last year on my podcast.
this is number 10. And the one that we talk about in your
live life big. Don't
live life big. Don't live your dream, live your dream.
don't live
Yeah. And the one before this one now is called the mentorship advantage.
Okay.
Yeah. So this one came up then Thanksgiving last year, November last year.
Okay.
So before this one now, this is number 12. You need to buy all of it.
Yeah. I mean, I have had so many authors on my show that now I'm at the point I'm collecting everybody's, at least one book from each author.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, like I said, so this book is a landmark book. Like it's the 10th of the, it's the 10th book in less than 2 years. And people say, how do you do that? And the answer is this personal leadership. Because like I said, I dropped the ball in leading myself for 20 years. So I began to learn about personal leadership. And this learning is something that just learning from other leaders and all that, and having more self-awareness and by divine inspiration. And when these 10 pillars came, I was so excited because it gave that framework, not just for me to lead myself, but for me to boldly share with people that if you want to lead yourself, this is how to do it. And the good thing about this book, Coach Paula, is it is no theory. It is all practical. There's actionable steps, stories. My personal story is in all of those 10 pillars. The process I have to go through, number one, the first one is learning continuously. This was initially challenging for me, and I shared it in the book. I'm someone that would take a book. I learned to read in medical school. I love to read. Even while reading my medical books, I learned to read other books. I'm the kind of person that I will be in a quadrant, before the consultant come, I'm reading Zig Ziglar. While my colleagues are, reading something else or chatting away, I'm reading Zig Ziglar. So I love to read. But along the way, when I left school, like many of us, we leave school, we stop reading. The learning curve just flattened.
Yes.
So I get to a point in I became lazy with my reading. I'm the kind of person that I hold a book, I won't read it. So I have a Vietnam. My Baba is from Vietnam, so I was still with him yesterday, and okay, that was today, and yesterday. So he saw me with the book, the same book. He's been seeing that book for a long time, and he started asking me, "Are you still reading this book?" Wow. I felt guilty that, wow, this man, you were paid to cut my hair, not to remind me of my sin of not reading. But he was used to wake my conscience. And to keep him quiet, I took another book. So I didn't finish the book that I was holding. I took a new one so that to keep him quiet. So he was quiet, but my conscience now came alive. And since then, I said, no, I can't live this way again. So I began to learn this habit of reading. And it was a process. And I shared this process in this book. Now, how do you go from someone that was stuck? And I know many of people that listen to me right now, I was stuck on reading. I have the book in my hand, but I wasn't reading it. But I share how I came out of that in this book. Guess what, Coach Paula? Today, I'm reading 11 books every day.
How do you do that? That's a question that has been on the tip of my tongue to ask.
Well, the thing I did that is I learned something from a great leader, and I modified the concept, and I call it SOAR. So the SOAR concept, I've shared this concept with many people, but I share the concept inside this book. That's a bonus that I put in this book. So let me quickly share with you because you ask. Yeah. Now, the SOAR is based on this context. Like I said, it takes context to understand content. Yes. Content without context does not bring understanding. So we have two nature inside of us. We have the hippopotamus and the ego nature. So the hippopotamus is our lower self. why the ego is our higher self, the highest version of ourselves. So the hippopotamus in us is what like to wallow, like just becoming lazy. In this book, I shared another bonus that I learned from Anthony Robbins about 7 things that laziness is costing you. I shared it in this book. Yeah. But what I didn't share is how to overcome laziness. But the good news about this is that SOAR concept is what helps us to connect to our higher self, the ego in us, because ego SOAR. So this is it. It is XOAR. So the X is whenever you want to start a new habit, for instance, your bad habit is not reading. Let's say you are the one that was stuck like me before. I wish somebody have shared this with me before. You are stuck and you want to start reading. So that means you want to start a new habit of reading. So the X means start small. So let's say you pick up this book now. You want to start reading. You know you've not been reading. You've been stuck. So start small. So just commit to you. Maybe you bought this new book on Amazon.
Yes.
And after buying the book, you said, okay, I'm going to read 2 pages of the book a day. That's the starting small. I want to read 1 page. So that's what it means to start small. Just start small. So that's the X. So the O is make it obvious. So what that means to make it obvious? Now, you want to start reading this book. You want to make the book obvious. That means you want to put it somewhere you can see, because we all need the visual reminders.
Yes.
So make it obvious. Put the book somewhere you can see it for visual reminders. All the books I'm reading, Coach Paula, they are within my vision.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the A.
So make it obvious so that the book will remind you that you've not read me today. You are here to read me today. When are you going to read me? When are you going to read me? Those are visual reminders. So you make it obvious. So that is the O. Then the third one is A. Make it automatic.
Automatic.
Now, how do you make an habit automatic, a new habit automatic? Now, there's something called habit pairing. For you to make a new habit automatic, you need to pair it with something, with an habit that is already automatic.
Okay.
And every one of us has some habits that is already automatic. And no matter where you live, no matter where you are, there are 2 kinds of habits that is already automatic. One of them is eating, and one of them is sleeping. That means it doesn't matter how busy you are, you have time to eat, you have time to sleep. So you need to pair this new habit with eating or sleeping. So case in point, you can pair it up with before breakfast, I'm going to read 2 pages of this book. So that means you're going to write a statement. You're going to put it in a statement. Before breakfast, I'm going to read 1 page or 2 pages of this book. So that is, you are pairing it with breakfast. Or before lunch, I'm going to read 1 page or 2 pages. Or before bed, that is pairing it up with sleeping. Before bed. That's why some people came up with, for instance, if you're a person of faith, there's a new concept that people say, no Bible, no breakfast. No Bible, no bed. That was the same concept. So we call it habit pairing. So you have to pair a new habit with something that is already established, like sleeping or eating. So the fourth one is R, make it realistic. Make the new habit realistic. So what that means is this. Don't say, I'm going to finish this book in 1 week. Don't forget, you just started reading. But if you said, I'm going to finish 7 pages in 1 week, that is realistic. Or 14 pages in 1 week, that is realistic. So that is the principle that I use to do my reading. So like I said, I'm reading 11 books every day. So what I do, I commit 2 hours, 10 minutes to those books. So I have a primary book, one of our team leaders. I'm reading a book now. I'll spend 30 minutes on this one. Then the remaining book, I spend 10 minutes on those books.
I love it. So it's actionable, it's realistic.
Yes, realistic. So my goal within those 10 minutes is to finish 2 pages. At times, I read 3 pages. Guess what, Coach Paula? I just finished a big book, the biggest book I've ever read in my life. It's called Team of Rivals.
Team of Rivals.
Yeah, it's on Abraham Lincoln.
Okay.
The book is so big. I just finished the book yesterday.
Wow.
It is close to 900 pages.
And you did it using the SOAR.
I was reading 2 pages per day. And I learned the same thing from Dr. John Maxwell. That is how he read the book. Do you know, for a long time, I have the book in front of me. I couldn't finish it. I was like, how do I read this big book? Coach Paula, all I need to read is 2 pages per day. Close to 900 pages. I just finished it yesterday. And that's how I finished most of the books. And since using this concept, I've finished a lot of books. And I keep buying books. I just ordered for 2 books today, 2 biographies today.
Dr. Koku, I would love to continue talking with you, but we have to open up the floor for audience questions and people, they're hearing all of this and they're like, how can I talk to this impressive?
Oh, we just started. Whoa, I thought we just started.
I know.
Oh, wow.
So I had a quick question, which is going to, if people want to get in touch with you, that's going to be the quick question, because we want people to talk with you in the audience.
Well, to get in touch with me, and you can link up with me on LinkedIn. As Dr. Michael Koku. And then you can link up with me on Facebook as Michael Koku. Okay. Then my YouTube channel, Dr. Michael Koku. And Instagram, Michael Koku.
Okay.
Yeah, really. So that's the easiest way.
The easiest way. So LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, and IG.
Yes.
Just search for either Dr. Michael Koku or Michael Koku.
Dr. Michael, Dr. Michael Koku or Michael Koku. Yeah.
I could talk with you forever. I said last year that we had to do.
We just started. I tell you, I was just having fun,
We have to continue this conversation in another episode, because maybe that's when you'll be writing your 11th. That will be your 13th book, actually. Because
you know what, my mentor warned me to slow down. He said, Michael, slow down. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to write books, but I'm not publishing books. The only book I'm going to publish in November will be Insightful Quotes. That's a book on quotation, because I have a professional forum called Thinkers Island of more than 255 professionals in the world. So every day I share a minimum of 5 to 7 insightful quotes. So I'll bring that one out before the year. That'll be my 13th book. But new books will come out next year. So I'm on tour right now.
Okay. Well, it seems like I'm in sync with your publishing of books. So we will have to do another episode for your 13th book.
Yeah, no
problem.
2025
ends.
It's okay. I'll be glad to.
And now, to those of you who would like to be a guest on the show, I talk mainly with women, but I also talk with men, as you can see.
Men of substance.
Yes, men sometimes.
Men of substance.
But if you would like to be on the show, please reach out to me on my website, which is Chatting with the Experts. I'm also on LinkedIn as Paula Okone. My IG handle is @chat_experts_podcast. And I am on Facebook as Paula Okone. I have a business page there too, but most times I'm more easily accessible on my personal page. And last but not the least, please subscribe to us on YouTube. We have so much content out there with all amazing people who are empowering, educating, and inspiring women globally. Dr. Koku, this has been awesome.
My pleasure.